Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with my teacher and my friend, Rabbi Yami Silva, and to ask him a couple questions about his exciting new AJS course, Waking Up to Life, the Path of Bracha. So, Ami, you came to me with this idea. You're very excited about it. Why?
Well, brachot, the blessings that we say as part of our Jewish practice, I think it's probably the single most common practice that we have. It's just like sprinkled throughout all sorts of daily activities, and I'm not here just talking about prayers and like quote unquote religious things, but you wake up in the morning, there's a whole series of brachot you make. You go through your day, you eat, you drink, you go to sleep, you go to the bathroom. And then, of course, in all of our rituals and our holidays and Kiddush and whatnot, they're just that brachot, it's like, in a sense, feels like these are the fundamental touchstones that are really spread throughout the entirety of our lives, from the smallest moments to the biggest moments, that are there as these invitations. And invitations to what then? Right? That's kind of invitations,
exactly.
and that's kind of invitations to what? And this is really kind of where I'm excited to do like a deep dive with people here, because what is it an invitation to? I think for a lot of people who are just habituated in the practice of brachot to whatever degree, it's kind of just like the routine. This is what you say before you eat the challah on Friday night. This is what you say at the wedding chuppah. And it kind of like takes this stance as a ritual marker. What we're doing now is ritual. But when we look more deeply into brachot, there's much, much more going on than just a reminder that we're doing is ritual. For starters, there's a lot of care and thought put into the formula of the bracha. What are the elements that it needs to contain? You just think about the words Baruch, Atah, right? Baruch, which we'll just translate for our sake here, blessed. Atah, you. And then we have different names and different terms for God. First, the four-letter name, Hashem, then Elokeinu, then Melech HaOlam, majesty of the universe. So what are all these different elements about? Right? What is this formula? In a sense, it's giving us a spiritual choreography, laying out a process for us, one word at a time, of what we're encountering at each stage here before we even get to the particular event that the bracha is about. And something kind of fascinating about this is the Shulchan Aruch, the perhaps most standard book of Jewish practice, says early on that you need to have intention for the meaning of the words that you're speaking when you say a bracha. And it dives right into the different meanings of the different names of God. And in one very fundamental sense, what it seems to be cluing us into is that there are facets of divinity. There are different entryways toward God that we're encountering in the act of bracha that we need to be attuned to, aware of, and intentional about. And in my experience, once we start unpacking the deeper meaning of all of the words of bracha, not just the names of God, even the word Baruch, even the end of the bracha, Borei Pri Ha'etz, who creates the fruit of the tree before I bite into my apple. As we give attention to really fleshing out, understanding the layers of meaning here, the bracha really transforms from a mark of a ritual to a dynamic process that brings us into encounter with an experience that's profound and unique. And here there's one other element of bracha that I just want to kind of lay on the table here. it's all in the present. The language of our brachot, with the exception of certain brachot for mitzvot, which for commandments, but the language of our common brachot are Baruch Atah, blessed you, God, Melech Haolam, etc. Borei Pri Ha'etz, who creates the fruit of the tree. It's not bara Pri Ha'etz, it's not who created, but it is borei, it is who is creating. And there's something in the act of brachot, in the practice of brachot, that connects us to our present experience and what is happening in the present, in a way where the present reality and the immediacy of it becomes the space in which we encounter God.
Beautiful.
And yeah, and part of what I'm excited about here is to really unpack the meanings, the practice, taking guidance from both rabbinic literature and Kabbalistic and Hasidic teachings that can help us, receive the invitation and step into that invitation. That's, as I said at the beginning, it's fully sprinkled throughout the entirety of our day and has the potential to then transform all of these activities and actions from the mundane to the profound, into ways of encountering something in the present, something surprising, something godly. The reason I wanted to call it Waking Up to Life is because it is, in a sense, an ongoing act of waking up to what's happening in this living moment and in this lived experience of encountering that moment. The bracha is the way for us, in a sense, the channel for us to connect to that dynamic process that's taking place.
So beautiful. Wow. So for everyone watching, this course begins this Sunday, 17th of October. And as with all of our courses, the first class of it is available freely for anyone to try. And you can find details of that through our Facebook page, through our website. I'll post the link below wherever this video is. And you're very welcome to join the first class and see if you, like me, find this very, very captivating and cannot wait to hear more and to practice with Rabbi Ami, because our classes are not only intellectual learning, but also experiential. So we'll not only be exploring these ideas intellectually, but Rabbi Ami will be guiding through meditation exercises to really experience them. So I very much look forward to doing that with you. Thank you very much.
I'm super excited for this course and for all of you and any of you to join. It'll be a journey. I'm looking forward to doing it together.
Thanks so much. Bye, everyone.